So what's new, Drumma? What brings you here today?
What's new, man? Everything, man. We just recently did Gucci, man, All My Children. Everybody Looking currently out. That dropped July 22nd. #2 currently on the Billboard. That's pretty dope. And just, it's crazy just having Gucci back in the mix, having Gucci back home. It's like, you know, good to see.
Let's talk about that for a second. How soon did you work with him once he got out?
I mean, he called me like maybe 2 or 3 days later after he had gotten out and was like, man, what's up, my boy? You know, I got to get you, man. I got to get something from you. And I sent him like one beat. I had this one particular beat, which is All My Children. And I mean, the rest was history. Like, I think a week later, I went to the house, you know what I mean? And we made some more music. He's already working on the second album, which is incredible. I mean, he's only getting better. To me, the first album, as well as his doing, is just his warm-up, you know what I mean? And thankfully, we put it out the right way this time, you know what I mean? Gucci, he just likes putting out music, and I think now that he has a system and a team around him that can execute, you know, promptly, the transfer from studio to public, and being able to sell it is a beautiful thing.
Now, was it just like old times working with him, or is his personality different?
Yeah, it was crazy because, you know, you hear all this clone talk and all of this stuff, but like, I got this same 404 number, and he knew the number, he knows the number by heart. So, I mean, he called that number and it was like, man, what's up, my boy, da, da, da. As soon as I walk in, like, even on the way, I always ask him, like, man, I'm on the way. You want something to eat? I'm about to get some food. Because it's like one thing we do, we eat, make sure we full so we ain't hungry or starving in the studio or whatever. So I like, man, I'm about to pick up a plate. What you gonna get? Man, give me the same thing you get. He always say that because he trusts what I eat, you know what I mean? And a lot of people just trust my taste. They always know I'm gonna eat good or eat something that's as we say, fire. So, you know what I mean? Gucci like, man, just bring me what you bring. Give me what you get. You know what I'm saying? I pull up, brought the plate in, and I got a plate for Keisha. You know what I'm saying? And we just tripping, just going over different situations, working in Miami, tripping off of situations working in Atlanta, and just, you know, laughing at old times and whatnot. So that's why I was like, it's just funny when you hear all the like clone talk when you actually I know this person. Like I'm like bruh, come on, cool out, man. Like, it ain't real, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think if people look at Gucci now, they see a different personality. They see him smiling a lot.
Gucci always smiled. Gucci always was fun. Gucci always was in that character. I think he just had more, you know, clouded vision, you know what I mean? And being on so many drugs and whatnot, I mean, it's hard not to be clouded and to really understand who to trust. But I think the ones that's genuine, the people that's really around you and like, you know what I'm saying, in your best interest, like he recognized that through it all. And that's the dope part, because like I'm talking about certain moments that you would think he forgot. Oh man, hell yeah, boy. Oh boy, man, I was crazy, Drum. I don't know what. Man, we came through, boy. You came through for me, my boy. That's why I had, you know what I'm saying? And then we just get the rapping. It's like, it just be crazy, because it's like, you know, a lot of people, you know, think one way, and it's like, man, this one of the most educated, you know what I'm saying, like smart and you know what I mean, like really determined individual, you know what I mean? And it's just seeing his growth from meeting him at the pool table in Big Cat Studio to like even now working out, in shape, eating healthy, clear mind, pulling up at the studio on time, you know what I mean? Just seeing him on time every day, you know what I mean? And then working with Akon and what you want me to do, Akon, da da da. Some shit he writes, some shit he freestyle. I mean, he having fun, you know what I mean? Especially with fashion and, you know, everything that you felt like Gucci deserved, you happy for him because he finally getting that right now.
Did you bless him with a Fresh Family kit?
Oh yeah, we gave him some Fresh Family stuff, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, my boy, I've been seeing you, boy. Oh, you got me fresh, boy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So Gucci always cool, man. He fun. He's one of my favorite people to work with, and it always shows in all of my interviews, you know what I mean? We've been rocking for a minute, and it's always a blessing to just have somebody who appreciate, you know what I mean, your worth and what you bring to the table.
Now, he's known for knocking out records and completing them pretty quickly. Was that All My Children record the same way? Was that done pretty fast, or?
Yeah, I mean, all I did was send a beat, you know what I mean, and like a day or two later, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna need your information, man. This the single, my boy. We going with it." So it was crazy. Like, all right, cool, you know what I mean. And then when I heard the record, I couldn't do nothing but relate, because in so many ways, as producers coming up and whatnot, you know, in a friendly manner, you know, just having people who look up to me, having people who even want to make beats like me, seeing a whole world of people, like it's millions and millions of people who are making a Drumma Boy type beat, you know what I mean? And even when you look at sound kits online or search for any kind of sound and see my name come up redundantly is a blessing, you know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like it's a lot of cats out there that are, you know, my children, and we give them knowledge. That's why, like, I was speaking on me and Zaytoven and just how we do classes and give back knowledge and teach producers and help producers. Like, man, I just met this new producer, and I mean, I didn't even know him. I just got a phone call from somebody else and was like, now we already got 8 placements. Like, people know, like, if it's a mutual respect, you know what I mean, it's so much money, it's infinite amount of money. You can never make all the money. It's infinite amounts of money, and having a percentage of something is better than a percentage of nothing. Having 2% here, 3% here, 10% here, you know, that might turn into, my boy was just telling me a story about how one of his homeboys had like 2% of a company and got like 50 million. So you never know, you know, what a percentage will turn into, you know what I mean, and the relationships that you can, you know, kind of infiltrate, you know what I mean, through certain relationships and whatnot. So, you know what I mean, I always like help producers and speak highly of, you know, what cats are doing and whatnot, and then uplift people, you know what I'm saying, and the ones worthy of certain collabs and whatnot, cool, and everything happens organically, you know what I mean? But I definitely feel like it's a lot of producers that's my children.